Positioned on the edge of Morecambe Bay, between the River Lune and the Irish Sea, is Sunderland Point. The estuary is teeming with wildlife, and the marshes and mudflats are home to peewits, swans and even curlews and egrets. It's also home to a small community, some of whom still fish the waters of the estuary for their livelihood. This small peninsula is unique in the whole of the UK, as they're the only community to be entirely on the mainland and yet dependent on tidal access. This road is cut off twice daily by the incoming tide, which means getting your arrival time right is important. I'm here to see Margaret and Trevor Owen. They've lived here and fished the waters for over 30 years. They're both past retirement age, but neither of them are ready to hang up their waders and nets just yet.
It's one of the best occupations it can be. You've got the sea, you've got the weather, you've got the birds, you've got the fish, you've got the excitement. Even when it's cold and weary, you always got something going on. It's healthy. It's just lovely.
In my day, I've been known to put on a glamorous dress, even the odd ball gown here and there. But today, I'm struggling to find the glamour in these. With my waders on, I'm ready to help out and get the fish out of the nets. The Owens continue to fish for their one and only customer, the animals of Blackpool Zoo. These California sea lions rely on Margaret and Trevor's deliveries, and Anya here wouldn't settle for any old fish.
A sea lion like this can eat 5 to 7 kilos a day. A big male sea lion, maybe up to 20 kilos of fish a day. So to get a real good supply, freshly from Trevor and Margaret, is a real advantage to have them so locally, and it's really important for us.
And they're expecting a fresh delivery, so we'd better get a move on and get the catch out of the estuary. How did you get into fishing?
Well, I married Trevor.
And he was already a fisher?
Well, he's always fished all his life, yeah. And we've been together now 40 years, so it sort of rubs off a bit. I fish with an 18-foot-6 Haaf beam, and you stood in the water through the night, and it's turbulent and blowing a gale, and you suddenly get either a little tiny touch like that, or and it's absolutely amazing.
There can't be many women out there fishing. Have you come across many? Have you seen many?
Well, no, not really, but there again, my daughter always said, who else wants to do it but me? But there you go.
But what's the love of it? Tell me.
The love of it is you get to see things that people never see. You get to see upside down rainbows. You get to see the phosphorescent in the water. It's sparkling like Disneyland. You get to be where the birds forget you're there and they nearly sat on you. You get to be just next to nature all the time, and you get to the point, it's a way of life. And sometimes you think, oh gosh, it's cold and it's wet. But you know, when you're not doing it, you miss it.
What's that?
That's a shrimp.
A shrimp?
That's a Morecambe Bay shrimp before it's cooked. Put it, open your hand. There you go, and have a look. It's jumping about.
Yeah.
That's what we're desperately, desperately short of. Last year, for the first time ever in Morecambe Bay, there was no shrimps. And even when it's windy and raining, you know, you're wrapped up and it's just fine. There's no problem. There we go.
With the catch caught, it has to be weighed and frozen quickly to ensure it stays fresh.
Right.
Do you think I'm over now?
No, a little bit more over.
Do you think a bit more?
Oh, spot on! Well done!
I'm just saying, if there's a job
go.
going over the summer, I'm in. Before the sun has risen, Margaret and Trevor are up and loading the car for a trip to the zoo.
How many have you got in 8?
Morning.
Good morning, Carla. You
How are you?
okay?
Yes, good, thank you.
Flipping wet, isn't it?
It's a bit wet, yeah.
It is. Just go and get you the stuff.
Okay.
And today, zookeeper Carled has a special treat for them.
Anya, there she is. She'll come up on here.
Oh.
There you are, give her some fish.
Oh, good girl. Good girl, aren't you? Just too beautiful. Oh,
It's good.
she's a lovely girl.
She's very good, is Anya.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
It's fresh, we know where it's come from, we know it's come from a good source. It's also sustainable because Margaret and Trevor fish sustainably, which is really important for us as well. And it's also nice because we also get the odd treat for the sea lions as well, because they can't provide us with the bulk of all of our fish, but it's a nice substitute and add on to the fish that we get.
Now, I went fishing with Margaret and Trevor and I found it really physical. You would think they're of an age where they wanted to wind down. Why do you think they carry on?
They love it. They just, I mean, the way they live, I mean, it's a picturesque part of the country. It's a wonderful place, and it's their life. You know, they've done it their whole lives. They do this now. It keeps them in with what they enjoy doing, but it's also a nice thing for them when they can come and see where their fish goes. It's great for us as well, for the sea lions and for the zoo. So it's win-win on both parts, really. You know, I don't know how they do it in the weather sometimes, and not just in the middle of winter, but even in the summer. You know, in the northwest of England, the weather isn't always very favourable. Early hours of the morning, and the wind and the rain, and then sometimes, you know, they're here by sort of 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, at our door, ready for us to feed it to the sea lions, which is marvellous.
As long as the animals need them, Margaret and Trevor will continue to fish these waters. And whatever you do, don't mention retirement. Do you ever think you'll stop fishing?
Well, I'll probably stop fishing when I'm in heaven, but then I'll probably carry on fishing when I'm there. I've been doing this going backwards and forwards for 11 years, and I still get excited going to the zoo. I just love it. I love turning up and going into the zoo. I feel privileged that I can go driving through the zoo, go to the back where the sea lions are, meet the people, and they're all ever so nice, honestly.
Most people of your age might be considering putting their feet up, watching some afternoon television, but you're not, you're out there, and it is a physical job.
I can't think of anything worse than sitting watching afternoon television. I can't think of anything worse at all. It's just brilliant. It's just the way of life. We love the zoo, we love to go there, and so without the fish we couldn't go. Plus the fact is there anything better for you? I mean, I'm 68 next, and I just love what I'm doing, and I hope I'm going to go until I'm 98. I would just love to.